Hi everyone, let me know if you can see me and hear me. I hope this works. Anybody here? Anybody here? Let me see. Okay. Let me know if you're here, please. Having technical issues today. There's Brandy. Everything look okay, Brandy? Oh, it's supposed to be my channel? Yeah, it's my channel. I've got my little logo up there, my little puppy. Oh, good. Oh, good, good, good. I know Stephanie is trying to get on as well. So I hope. Did you really? That's weird. Hmm, that's strange. Maybe I could tell people that on the. Well, no, I'm on StreamYard. I'm not on YouTube. I'm on Stream. I got the free version. Yeah, so I'm going to have to get going. Hmm. Let me know if you're here, people. I can't hear anything on my computer. That's weird. Stephanie, you're here, right? Oh, there you go. You got me on YouTube. Perfect. Am I glitchy where on YouTube, Stephanie? Because I'm using StreamYard for me. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but man, oh man. Thank you for putting that on Facebook, Brandy. Yeah, I quickly got the free version. Yeah. Okay, Brandy. Take care. If you can hop on, if you think Dave is up to hopping on, just to say hi. I'd love to say hi to him. So Stephanie, for now, I think it's just you and me. So love you too, Brandy. So I'm hoping people will see this in the replay, maybe. I'll just get my computer up here. Oops. There we go. Okay. Perfect. So in the original video, when I was going to do it on Brandy's channel, I had all sorts of things down below. So I'm hoping I can go into this one and edit it. We'll see. Because down below, I have Brandy's coffee account, the GoFundMe account, the link to membership classes, Brandy's Facebook page, and the Simona pattern, all linked below on the original one. I just want to mention too that Galaxy Customs pre-order is on right now until the 23rd, and you get 10% off of the pre-order. Everything else that isn't done during pre-order will be regular price. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. I'm just going to have to keep checking Facebook, make sure that everybody is getting on. Thanks, Brandy. Hi, Cynthia, you made it. Yay. More people are coming on. I think I've only got this free version of StreamYard for 2 hours. So I'm going to have to. I don't think it's difficult at all, Stephanie. I've done a little bit just to get started so that I can keep the time down. But so far, I'm loving it. Yes, Cynthia, I know we were having some technical issues. I tried to get on Brandy's channel and YouTube was super glitchy. And I can't use her version of StreamYard. So I had to get StreamYard for myself, the free version. And then, of course, they're not going to let me do that on Brandy's channel. So I had to hop over to mine. But she said she pressed the notification and it came here. So I'm hoping that's what happens with everybody. I hope. So I'm going to start by doing the other strap, and I'm going to show you something a little bit new. I was watching a TikTok, I believe, and they were showing how you can do your straps, without any raw edges. Oops. See that? See how pretty that looks? So I no sooner watched it on TikTok, and Deb from Bag Makers Society UK, she did it on a bag, and I just loved it. So I'm going to do that today. What you do is and I'm not, yeah, I'm glad too. I'm not giving anything away when I tell you most straps are cut out 4 inches wide, right? Because you fold it into the center, and then fold it in half. Well, with this one, you cut it 2 inches wide instead. All right, 2 inches wide, and then double the length that they call for. Double. So whatever that strap length is, double it by 2 inches wide. And now I'm going to fold the edges into the center. But notice that I didn't put my double-sided tape right to the end. That's about an inch. You fold those into the center, and you cut them right up against each other this time because we're not folding it in half. so they can be right up against each other. Oh, you can't see. I'll put you down now so that you can see. How's that? Does that look all right, you guys? Okay. Did you get your embroidery done, Stephanie, for this bag? Okay, to the other side. You'll have to bear with me today. I woke up and my left sinuses, my left eye is running, and my my left sinuses are running. So I don't know if it's the beginning of an infection, a sinus infection. I've got chronic sinusitis, so it very well could be. Or it could be that I'm getting the same bug that my hubby has. Okay, Stephanie. Yeah, Brandy had a really rough night last night. I'm sure it's okay if I tell you, but they're in Kelowna now, as you know, and Dave is getting his treatments every weekday, and then he gets weekends off. He gets Monday off as well because in BC it's a holiday, it's family day. Okay, so now what you want to do is take these raw edges, right sides together at the ends, and sew them together. I just sew them together at about a 1/4 inch. Nothing, it doesn't have to be any designated um, seam allowance. It's just a different way of doing straps. That's all. Okay. Sew that together at a 1/4 inch. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, where's my tape? Is I am going to take, can you see that here? These raw edges, I'm going to open them up and I'm going to tape them down. I'm going to use double-sided tape and tape them down like this. Okay? So that's what I'm going to do now. Can't really see my sewing machine, can you? There we go. Both sides. Okay. Remove the backing. Press it down on one side. And press it down the other. Okay. In any area that does not have double-sided tape on the edges here, you want to just put a little bit of double-sided tape over that seam on both sides. And then fold that into the middle as well, like so. And here's the cool part. You fold it in half. Hopefully not twisted. But you do not fold it right at the seam. You let that seam come down a little bit because that makes it weak if you've got a seam right here at the end. So I just bring it down about an inch. And now we're going to top stitch on each side and at the top. And if you want, you can put another strip of tape down the middle to stick these two sides together, or you can just use clips to keep them down, which is what I'm going to do. You want to make sure that they're nice and even, looking pretty. Yeah, sometimes I realize that I mean, I have them right now, but there are times when I don't have strap-ins. Oh, Sammy, thank you for coming on. Oh, wow. I feel so privileged. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. Everyone, this is Shamballa Bags. Sammy is Shamballa Bags. Isn't that awesome? Okay, let's go. I feel honored that you're allowing me to do your pattern, Sammy. I really appreciate it. This would have been Brandy's channel if YouTube hadn't been so glitchy. But unfortunately, something's going on with YouTube. So See what I mean? Beautiful ends. You don't have to worry about putting strap ends on them. I have always loved Sammy's patterns. Always. Always, always. One of the first patterns I ever made was the one that we're doing for class, which is the Victoria. Okay, so next step is the side pocket lining, if you're following along and sewing, to the side pocket. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your side pocket lining and you're going to take your side pocket exterior. Okay. And you're going to notice that one side, the top is longer than the bottom, and that you want to make sure this is on top, the longer side. And same with the pocket. You want to make sure that this longer side is on top. And you're going to clip that together. And then do the seam allowance that's specified in the pattern. Okay, now you're going to fold the lining up and just finger press it down like this. And then you're going to top stitch right here on the lining. Okay? And now you're going to take this lining and fold it to the bottom of the pocket, the exterior. Okay? Give it a clip along the bottom. Make sure they're all matched up. And then you're going to press this down like this. And then you're going to top stitch this fold. And what I like to do, just so that it's easier, is I do a baste around all the other three sides as well. Okay? Okay, and there you have it. There is the side pocket. Now you're going to take the side pieces, well, side piece, you've put side piece 1 and side piece 2, and you've taped them together. So now you have a piece like this. I've already put the snaps on, and it's going to look like this when we're finished the side piece. Okay, so we take this pocket piece and we make sure that it's the shorter end, and we put it on the bottom of the side piece here. Clip that. And we're just going to baste along the bottom here. And now what you're going to do is you're going to move the top of that pocket up so that it matches the side of the side exterior, side piece part on both sides here. It's flat. And you'll notice that it's a little bit billowy. That's the way it's supposed to be. Okay? So we want to fold it, we want to sew down both those sides. Just give it a good clip so that they stay put. We're going to sew down both sides. Just a basting stitch. Okay, same over here. Okay, and there you have it. Both sides are done. Now, what's lovely about this pattern is this is how. Let me just see how this looks here. This is how you get that beautiful shape on the sides. Those magnets go together, and then you've got that beautiful shape. That's something. It's just gorgeous. Okay. Next up, let me just get my pattern out here. Okay. Now we take our exterior main panels, which are these right here. And I have already added my connectors to them. Aren't they pretty? I just love them. I think these are the ones I got from Bringberry, but I'm not. And then I've got, oh, this one has my tag as well that I've put on the bottom. Not pretty? This vinyl I got from my fabric dresser. And I just love it. So now what we do is we take one of our side pieces and we put it right sides together on one of the exteriors. Clip that together. Now, Brandy says I've only got 2 hours on this free version of StreamYard. So if I suddenly just disappear, I will post this bag, the finished bag, on Facebook for everybody to see. And I'll post it on Shamballa Bags as well. Okay, so this is a different seam allowance than we've already done. So make sure you check your pattern. Now we're going to top stitch. Let me just see. We're going to press the seam allowance towards the main panel and then top stitch. So like this, and top stitch this main panel right here. Okay? Oh, this is going to be such a pretty bag, if I do say so myself. Okay. Make sure that seam stays pointing towards the main panel. Okay, and now we're going to do the same with the other side panel. Always check your seam allowances in the pattern. Sammy will let you know in the pattern if it's not the normal seam allowance. So always check. Running out of room. Yeah. Okay, again, press the seam allowance towards the main panel and top stitch on the main panel. Yes, we'll be top stitching in a loop for that last panel, but it's not going to be difficult. Easy, easy. Oh, I love this fabric. Okay, now we're going to sew these side panels to the back now. Okay. Okay. Point the seam towards the exterior. Top stitch. So I don't think I finished my story about Brandy's night last night. Dave was just in tremendous pain, so much pain. And of course, when you're going through cancer treatment, you're going to worry. Right? What does this pain mean? Does it mean that he can't keep on with his treatments? She was just struggling really bad. So now we're going to match up this last seam and do that seam as well, and then we'll have to do the top stitching in a loop. So she called the ambulance because she couldn't get him off the bed. There was just no way she could get him off the bed. And it took, well, when she contacted us, they had been waiting for the ambulance already for 20 minutes. So poor Dave in absolute agony for 20 minutes. They sent him for another CAT scan to make sure that the cancer hadn't metastasized to his spine. Now, can you imagine what Brandy was going through when she heard that? She was just beside herself. So they had to wait for Dave's oncologist to find out what kind of painkillers have with the chemo that he's taking and the radiation. So the poor guy was in pain until they heard back from his oncologist, and they had to put him on something pretty strong for pain. Came back, CAT scan, everything is fine. It has not metastasized to the spine. What happened was, with all the movement, when they have to move him from the gurney to where he gets his radiation treatments done, he has pulled, he has pulled a muscle really, really bad. And that's what the pain was. So they offered to keep him in the hospital for the next 5 weeks until his treatments were over so they could look after him and make sure that he was going to be okay. Okay, now we want to press this last seam again towards the exterior, the front towards the back. And then we're going to sew in a loop. Just make sure it's pressed down really well with your fingers. Let's do this. So, of course, Dave didn't like the sound of that at all, and I don't blame him. When you're sick, you want to be around your family. So, and it freaked out Randy too. He wants to be with Dave, so they decided no, he's not going to be in the hospital for the next 5 weeks. They want him to be back in the suite where that they've rented for the duration of his treatments. So, oh yeah, she was still texting me at 2 a.m. So it was a late night for these poor guys. It's not hard, you guys. It's just a little awkward, but not what I would call difficult. It's a nice wide opening, so you don't have to worry about that. I've done bags where the opening is a lot less wide than this one, so this is easy peasy. Okay. Let's make sure that needle's way out of the way so I'm not scuffing my vinyl. There we go. And there you go. All top stitched. Okay. Next step is adding the lower bands. Bands are right here. Now, these are something that you cut out separate from pattern pieces. There's the measurement in the pattern, right? So okay. Sew these together at the short ends here, at the seam in the pattern, and then we're going to open them up and we're going to top stitch on both sides. Okay? Put that to the side for now. So I'd love to do StreamYard every time, you guys, but apparently it's $800 a year from what Brandy said. And that just sounds excessive to me. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think that's $800 American, so who knows what that would be for us Canadians. Okay, so now I'm going to put a little bit of tape on each of these so that they stick nicely, because we're going to open those up. Take the backing off. press it, finger press it really well. And then do the other side. Oops. Take the backing off. And press it really well. Right, and now we are going to top stitch both sides of that seam. Make sure it's staying open. Okay, twist it around. And do the other side. Okay. Not pretty. I'm trying to be really careful because I'm using pink on black. But I could either use black thread that would show up on my pink patterned vinyl, or I could use pink thread and have it show up on the black. I decided on pink. Back to its own length. Don't tell me I've run out of bobbin. I feel like I just filled it last night. And okay, I'm sorry guys, I didn't think I would need another bobbin because I've already gone through one, so guess I was wrong. So excuse the noise for a minute while I fill up a bobbin. And I apologize. Okay, that should do me for the rest of the bag. Let's hope so. Excuse my eyes for a second. I don't usually get it in the needle that quick. Okay. Which did I get through the seam? So just give it a little bit the end there. Okay, again, we're going to tape these seam allowances down. Take the backing off. Take the backing off. And then just press them down. Okay. Top stitch length for your stitches and top stitch again. Make sure that seam is staying open. Okay, we're going to turn around to the other side. Make sure that seam is staying, oops, yep. Make sure it's staying open. There we go. Okay, now I believe we're going to have to find the centers. I hope I've got all my centers done on there. So line up the two seams here. Find the centers, top and bottom. Pretty sure we're going to need them when we put the bottom on. So you might as well do them. Okay. So now we take, yeah, I'm going to have to turn this right side out. Isn't that pretty? I love that vinyl. Just love it. Okay, so you set it in, and you want the side, the middle of the sides to line up to those seams. Okay? The middle of the sides lines up to the seams. So let's clip those all together. Oh, first clip on the floor. I like to line up my notches first. And then make sure that the rest of it is all nicely throughout. There we go. Okay. And now you clip in between, making sure you ease in between those clips. If there's any ease, there isn't really. Fits perfectly. There we go. Everyone still with me? Yeah. Me too. Okay. Now, sew that together. Let me just check the seam allowance for that. Okay. The same seam allowance we've been using. So let's do this. Oh man, my clips have been breaking like crazy lately. Guess I'm gonna have to order a nice big batch of them from Amazon again. They have slowly disappeared. I mean, this thing used to be full to the top. So it says I've been alive for an hour and 4.5 minutes. So if they knock me off in 56 minutes, you'll know why I'm not with you anymore. Brandy put in a ticket for YouTube to let them know how glitchy it was for both of us. And she hasn't heard back yet. So, and it's funny because others on YouTube seem to be able to do their lives and they're not glitchy. So I don't know if it's a British Columbia thing or what's going on. Seems a little odd. grab these so they won't make a nest. And there we go. Look at that. Making sure. Yep. That's it so far. Now it is time to put the bottom on. Oh no. I got to top stitch that first. I'm going to press the seam. I'm going to turn this inside out again. Make it a little bit easier. Line glitchy again? That's not good. The bag on face bandies. Now that I've already got the class bag, the Victoria, that I have to leave for a week, for 4 weeks, and oh man, it's killing me. I love to finish my bags. See how they turned out. Okay, we're gonna press that seam down towards that band and top stitch. It's a little thick where that seam is. Oop, yep, we're okay. So just a slight tug on that band as you sew, as you top stitch. You don't want to reef on it. You just want to give it a slight tug and make sure that seam allowance is pointed down. I love all the top stitching on this bag. It's so pretty. Almost there. Cut those threads so they don't mess up on me. And maybe what I'll do is instead of back stitching, I'll just go into that original hole, pull my threads through. Oh, no, I can't do that. Darn it. I trimmed my threads so on the way there, so I'm going to have to back stitch. Yeah. Nobody will notice, right? go. Okay, so I'm going to leave it inside out because now we're going to put the bottom on. Here's your bottom piece right here. Okay. Hi, Deb. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous how we lose them. I mean, most of mine are probably end up in the garbage because I vacuum up and there's clips that I don't see that have gone flying while I'm doing a bag. We're going to clip our centers on the bottom, on the long side and the short sides. Deb, I was telling them at the beginning that I was watching a TikTok, I believe it was, about doing a strap with no raw edges at the ends. And then I no sooner watched the TikTok and I saw you doing it. So that's what I did today with my straps. I did that method. I mean, if you don't always want to use strap ends, I think it's brilliant to do them that way. Okay, now we want the long ends to be at the front and the back. We want the short ends to be at the sides. Yes, Deb, I hear you. Problem is, if I get down on the floor, I need my husband to help me get back up. So, okay, I'm going to clip my notches first. Line up the side notches here at that seam. Yeah, exactly. The internet is listening to me. It's kind of creepy sometimes, isn't it? I was looking at a pair of shoes that I thought looked super comfortable and still, you know, dressy enough that I could wear it with a skirt or something or dress pants. And next thing you know, those shoes are everywhere. They are on TikTok. They are on my YouTube. No, not my YouTube. Yeah, they're on my YouTube. They're on my Instagram. They are everywhere. Problem is, it's from the States. They look super comfy and they could do me well, but I'm from the States, so. Oh, this fits in so nice, Sammy. I don't think I'm even going to have to snip the corners. Shamballa Bags is here. Hi, Kim. Shamballa Bags is here. Deb. Sammy's here. And I'm doing a Simona by her. I just love it. I have to clip that just a tiny bit. For those of you just joining, I'm on the free version of StreamYard because YouTube was so glitchy. There's no way I could do a live like this on a glitchy YouTube. So I got the free version very quickly of StreamYard. But Brandy seems to think I've only got 2 hours. So if I suddenly am no longer here, that's why. And I will post the finished bag on Brandy's Facebook. Give that a few little clips. Just a few. Sure, your clips are really small. You do not need to go to almost your seam allowance to make it fit in properly. Just tiny little 1/16 or 1/8 little snips is all you need. Just spreads that fabric out just enough to ease in what needs to be eased in. Move your clips around to get that ease back in. And there you go, eased in. Simple as that. Such a beautiful bag. The Pretty Lady. Oh, I don't think I've heard that one. I have to check out your website again, Sammy. I haven't heard of Pretty Lady. A few little snips here. Tiny, tiny. Okay, one more. Ooh, applique. Mm. Okay. I gotta look that up. Okay, here we go. Get my stiletto ready to go. You guys ready for this? I hope I am. Oh, you just check the Simona what's on that. Piping, piping, piping. I'm not doing piping. Okay. Okay. It doesn't mention a seam allowance, so the normal seam allowance specified in the pattern. And seam length. Sorry if I'm going really slow, but it's a curved bottom, so that's what I do. I go slow. Sorry if you can't see this, everyone. I'm trying. It's not huge. Oh, yeah, that sounds amazing. You have to correct that, but it'll be easier when all the clips are off. Correct any mistakes. Sammy, do you have the measurements in front of you for this bag by any chance? There we go. Finished. Now to check. Let's see what I did wrong. Actually, that's pretty good. Wow, I did better than I thought. Huh. 13 by 11. Yeah, that's not very big, I don't think. I think it's the perfect size, actually. This might end up being my bag. So the exterior is done for now. And now we move on to the lining. And we take contrast band to the main panel and sew. Okay. So on the main panel, I have already done a zipper pocket. I did it different from Sammy's pattern because I wanted to do you know, this thing. Sometimes words are hard. So that's what I did there. Now we're going to take our band, okay, which I have already put the snaps on, the magnetic snaps. We're going to sew. Those magnetic snaps don't get in the way, but we'll see. Match up your centers. And so this, I'll make sure that I've got straight edge to straight edge. Accent. Thank you, Deb. Oh my goodness. I think I'm still flustered for when I couldn't get on Brandy's channel without it being all glitchy. So I'm actually still shaking, which is weird because I feel so comfortable with all of you guys, but I'm still shaking. So very strange. Okay, so we're going to do that one, and we're also going to do this one. Oh, don't have my centers. Clip your centers. So clip my bottom too. And oh, I'm sorry, Sammy. I wish I had subtitles for you. Sammy, what language? Does anybody happen to know what language Sammy is? I might be able to do Google Translate. Okay, and we sew that at the, let me see, else. Oh, good. Okay, good. Then she'll be able to hear how much I love her patterns and how honored I am that she's here today. Oh, good. Thanks, Cynthia. 14-day trial. Okay. Awesome. Okay, now which way do we point the seam? Okay, we want the seam to point downwards and then top stitch. So give that a good hand press there. On both of them. I want it to press down. Good press. Okay, you want to put the stitch length up, top stitch length, and give that a good top stitch. Go. Now, when you top stitch, you can tug a little bit, but again, you don't want to reef on it. Just a tiny little tug. And I already done the magnetic snaps. Now we sew together at the sides. And then that's all I'm going to do because I'm going to leave the rest completely open when I add it to the rest of the bag. And then I'll finish it when I pull it through the pocket. And it doesn't say, what does it say here? Okay, so you start with the normal seam allowance, and then you go in to make so that the lining fits the exterior nicer. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We want to match up those seams right here where we sewed the contrast band to the front and back. You want to make sure those are nicely lined up. That's your first concern right there. Get those lined up. I like to go to the bottom. Those lined up. Okay. Make sure the rest is all nicely eased in. Oops. Okay. So Cynthia, is it one of those where they automatically charge my credit card after the 14 days? I think it is. So I want to do the normal seam allowance. I'm going to do it for the entire contrast band, and then I'm going to go in and do a bigger seam allowance from that point on. Make sure it's on seam length. Okay. Now, widening out your seam allowance. And you do the same on the other side. I'm going to line up that seam first. Let's look on this side. Oh, pretty good. Not exact, but it's good enough. It is just a lining. Just a lining. This is fabric. My lining fabric here is fabric spoon flower, and it's like a Paris print or a France print. I guess it's got more than just Paris on there, and I just love it. Another reason I might keep this bag for myself. Yeah, it asked for my credit card before I was allowed to continue. And I think it's so they can just automatically charge me if I don't cancel it. So I'm going to make sure I've got this in my diary, whatever you want to call it, and my phone, that this is the day that I started it, so that they can't charge me for another month. Yeah, it's not. I know a lot of YouTubers are using StreamYard right now, and it is a great program, but at $800 a month, I mean, it's a write-off at the end of the year, yes, but it's still me out. Now we get to put it all together. Take these off. They've been on all night, so that it's easier to sew the pocket together when I'm done. Okay, now we take the outside. Oh, turn this right side out. And I like to have my zipper to the back. So it'll be this way. And just pin that all together. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Hmm. Yeah, it's something to consider for sure. The thing is, I'm gonna have a couple more cameras as well. So I don't know if OBS is a free program or not. So when you start adding up all the different programs that you need to do videos, it's yeah. Just hope you get it somehow. This bag is stunning. Just love this pattern. I can't believe I've never made this before. Now you want to ease that all in. Clip away. As many clips as you need. Okay, same here. Oh, okay. And is that did you say that was, oh, yeah, so you get a reduced rate for a certain period of time? So does that mean that OBS is free? Oh, okay. Wow. Huh. You're amazing, Deb. I am just learning. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming. Just a little. Oh, Deb, yes, that'd be awesome. Once I get my cameras and everything, yes, I would love that. Okay, and we sew that. Okay. All right. So that isn't the normal seam allowance that she specifies. So you consult your pattern for this seam allowance. Sure. Seam length. Here we go. Oh, were you, Cynthia? So is OBS free or is it a paid subscription as well? Oops. Almost there. Just clip these threads. Okay. Yeah, it looks good. But now what you want to do is where these curves are, like this entire band here, just give little clips into the seam allowances. And then that'll help it when it's time to turn it out, so that you get a nice looking top on your bag. Okay, so with my scissors, just little snips. Don't go through your seam, of course. Don't want any holes. Okay. Other side. Yeah, with StreamYard, you can have more than one person. With the free version, I think I'm only allowed to have one more, but with the paid version, I think you can have, I don't know how many more. I can't remember. Okay, and now let's turn the bag out. Turn and burn. Just like my sticker right here. Oh, you can't see it. Just turn and burn right here. Make it slow. Don't want to pop any seams or rip your vinyl. That would be disastrous at this point when you've worked so hard to get here. And there you go. Easy as that. Because I kept that lining completely open, it's really easy to turn. Stuff that in there. And here's a quick peek. How it's going to look. Isn't it pretty? I love this pattern. And I love this vine. Okay, so now we want to roll the top. I think what I'm going to do is turn it inside out again. Version, I guess, could stream to that channel too. Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. We need to do that. We need to do that because I would love to sew a bag with you. Yeah, I'm going to turn this inside out because I want to top stitch, obviously, on the exterior. And I don't like fiddling around with it. I'd rather just turn it inside out. Okay. Thanks, Cynthia. That's from my fabric dresser. Canadian. Okay. Now, no, that, this, right? Yes. That top band is on the lining side. It's a good thing I double checked. So roll it so that you're not seeing the lining on the outside. And clip. And clip. You can talk me into almost anything. Yeah, the time difference. Deb has already asked me on to one of her podcasts, which I am extremely honored about. And it'll be noon my time, 8 p.m. her time. So, yeah, it's difficult sometimes when there's such a time difference to make sure that it's not too late for Deb. I'm looking forward to it too, Deb. I don't know if I have much interesting things to say, but I will do my best. Cynthia, just look at Susan and how far she's come. If she can do it, so can you. She had never sewn a bag ever. Look at her now. Yeah, I prefer a tutorial. Nothing wrong with that. It is fun to have people to sew with because it gets a little lonely down here sometimes. Even though I love sewing and I'm enjoying myself making bags, it's lonely sometimes. Okay, time for top stitching. That. Okay, let's start at a side seam somewhere so that the back stitching isn't quite as noticeable. And then top stitching length. Hey, it's 2 hours and I'm not kicked off. Woohoo! And this is where you want to go slow and careful. Take your time. The pink matches my printed vinyl well, but it's still shows, so take her slow. Okay, I think I might need a hump jumper here. That's a big seam. Oops. Okay. Oops. Don't eat my vinyl. Did it eat my vinyl? Oh, it did. Oh. Oh, that's super annoying. Aw. Okay. Pump jumper again. She's got beautiful hair. I love your hair, Deb. Okay. 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 Yeah, I'll have to see if I can find a Sharpie in pink. I think I have gel pens in pink, but I don't know if I have a Sharpie. It's just so annoying after all this work, right? Another reason this might end up being my bag. Okay, we are done. It looks pretty. Other than that, okay, gonna turn it right side out again. Yes, that's exactly right. Love my walking foot, but if you're not careful, it will eat. It gets hungry sometimes, and I don't like it. Okay, set that in. Oh my goodness, you guys. Look at. Oh, I just love it. Okay, now we pull out the pocket. Pull out the pocket, reach through the bottom, and pull up that entire bottom of the bag. We're going to sew up the bottom and box the corners at the same seam allowance. that we did at the bottom of the sides of the lining. Thanks, Deb. And if you've ever watched Deb, any of her videos, she has the most beautiful accent. I could listen to it all day. Oh. Now we want to box those corners. You can nest the seams if you like, or you can open them up, whatever you prefer. I know you have, Deb, and I think that's just sinful because yeah, I love your accent. We talked about that, how mean people can be. I mean, we are fortunate that the majority of people are beautiful people and they have nothing but nice things to say. But there are a few out there who don't have anything better to do than put people down to make themselves feel better. Hi, Diane. Welcome. And this we do at that same seam allowance that we close the bottom with. Okay, box the other corner. And have the seams going the same way so the bottom seam doesn't get all twisted. Nest them. Make sure that you're spreading it out so that you can get a nice seam. And there we go. There you go. Stuff that back down through the pocket and into the bag. Oh, it fits so nice. Now we take this pocket and we close her up. You know what I might do Bear with me 1 minute. There we are. I'm going to use one of my tags that I got from Shamballa Bags. It says thanks. I mean, oh, Stephanie, it has been a pleasure doing this bag. I love it. Just going to put it right there. There. If you feel like it, you can like and subscribe and share and comment, whatever. If you want to. I'm not going to force anybody. Okay, and then just, oh, my tag didn't stay put. Hang on a second. Slip it in there. Thanks, I made it. Stay put, don't get crooked. Ah. There we go. Aw, thank you, Deb. Get that pocket back in there. Zip it up. Oh man, I love this bag. So now, see, you take these two side snaps, snap them together, poop this out like this. Oops. And that's what gives this bag its beautiful shape. And then you snap that together. Oh my goodness. Look at the shape of that bag. Look at that. I don't know how Sammy came up with this, but it's brilliant. And look at those cute little. I'll just flip my candles on. I won't rivet them on camera. And I'll turn the camera back up. There we go. And I will show you how it looks. These are 3/4. Okay. The other one on. And there we have it. The Simona by Shamballa Bags. What a pattern. I think I'll be making this one a few times. Just gorgeous. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Deb. Oh, well, that was fun. I love this bag. Anybody have any questions? More comments? Diane, I got this from My Fabric Dresser, and it's in Canada. Yeah, I just love this vinyl. Just love it. No questions? I did not do a, I'm hoping I can go back and edit because I was in such a tizzy trying to get onto uh, Stream and off of Brandy's. And on Brandy's, I had all the descriptions, all the information, everything down below. And because I was in such a rush, I didn't put anything down below this video. So I'm going to go back and try to edit it so that I can have all the info on Brandy's coffee, Brandy's GoFundMe, how to, like the link for her bag making classes. Yeah. And I'm also going to put my email address down below as well, because if you have any questions, anything at all, just email me or try and get a hold of me on Messenger if you can find me on there. Because, thanks, Sammy. Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate you. Yeah, and if you could like, subscribe, do all those things for my channel so that, yeah, so that when I come to my channel after Brandy's through all this horrible stuff, then maybe more people will want to watch. You never know. Diane, it's from My Fabric Dresser. And the interior fabric, the lining fabric that I had, which is it's got French all over it. It's from Spoonflower. My Fabric Dresser is Canadian. Thanks, Diane. Yeah, I really like it. I've got I only had to use a little bit for this bag, just the front, the back, and the two side pockets. That's it. So I have some of my one roll and I've got another whole roll. So don't be surprised if you see me make a wallet out of it or something to go with this bag. And it might just be my bag. That's all I'm going to say about that. I try to always have a crossbody because I've got back issues. And if I have a small crossbody, it stops me from putting too much into a bag and hurting my back. But it's really hard with a bag like this not to make it mine. Well, thank you everyone for joining me. I can't thank you enough. Yeah, I just can't thank you enough. I appreciate you all so very much. Oh man, I'm even flushed. I'm still flushed. Have an awesome Sunday for whatever is left of Sunday. Deb, thank you so much. You're 8 hours ahead. It's 10 something now. Yeah, 10:37 now. So I appreciate you coming on. Everybody enjoy the rest of your weekend. We've got a holiday tomorrow in BC. It's BC Family Day. So I'm just going to be relaxing, me and my husband. just enjoying family day. So, okay, go to bed, Deb. Thanks again. Okay, everybody, have an awesome time. Love you all very much.